Today we're going to discuss about Excel VBA Basics. It's going to be a simple approach. Why we need to learn Visual Basic is pretty simple. It's a way for you to improve your work. It's a very easy programming language, and it can help you meet a financial goal. We're given an example of financial goal where we don't know where your money goes, and we know that we need a way to track our spending. Okay, we want to observe our spending, and we can use a spreadsheet and Excel to do that. And there's a faster and easier way of doing that by making a spending monitoring system. And that's what we're going to do today. Okay, the first thing we need to do is to make sure that our program, Excel, is working with macros or VBA. Right, so how we're going to do that is we're going to open up Excel and go to this place, go to Excel options, and activate the developer tab in the ribbon. Okay, so if this is not checked, you will not see that developer ribbon. So they call this part in Windows 2007 onwards as the developer ribbon. So make sure that that's activated. You click that here, click OK. Okay, so we're done with this one, right? We're okay with this one. Okay, make it green. Next step is we want to enable macros. There are two ways to do that. Again, from Excel options, you go to Trust Center. Trust Center settings. Okay. Yep, macro settings. Okay. Make sure that both of these are enabled. Okay, make sure this is checked. Alright, make sure that's checked there to the end. Okay, we're going to click OK. I didn't change anything, so I click cancel. So we're good with both of these two. Okay, and the second part I forgot to mention is that when you click on Developer tab, click here for Macro Security. They're already on the Trust Center. And activate that from here. Okay, so that's it. Next thing we want to do, we want a simple way of doing it, and we're really kind of lazy, but we're smart, so we want to add a button for us to, to do all of the things what we want for us. So what you would want to do is insert and select this one, a button. So let's say we put a button here, okay, and then let's put another one, okay. I want to use that other one. I won't go through the details. I won't make this very complicated for you. Okay, we're gonna put two. I'll explain why a little bit. So what we wanted to do is actually, we're good with both of these. Okay, hold on. So we're good with both of these. And this is where we're gonna start. Okay, what we want to do is to have a way of recording what we spend and when we spend it. So I want this button. When I click this, it will go to my expense list. So this is my expense list. It will list down what I spent for the day, how much it costs. Okay, and I would want a way to clear this out. When I'm gonna need this tomorrow. So when I click this one, I want this to be down, right? And just right here, I have a formula for this, which is just Alt plus. Summarize everything there, so that's it. Okay, make sure. Yep, that covers everything. If you would want more entries, to put that there. But normally, not a lot of people spend more than these items. If you're spending more than this, you should not start observing what you're spending. You should just stop spending. You should. Today I didn't even eat. So I haven't eaten. So they just started. Okay, so that's what we're gonna do. How to open the macro and where we can start is actually, right after you've gotten this. There are three ways, but I'll show you two. First is here, right? And you can open it, of course, from there. And you can also press F11. I'm sorry, Shift F11. 11 actually automatically charts something for you. So for example, you would want to see for that day. how much you spent. Okay, you can see clearly that Pikachu was the most expensive item on your list. So I'm going to delete that. Okay, whatever, right? And the next is just click Alt F11. It will show you the program bar, okay? And the last thing we're going to do is actually, I'm going to show you another way. It's actually by going to the developer bar and going to design mode, and I double click it. It will automatically take me to the button click thing, right? And let's do the other one. So I have two buttons. This is a set for my button. This is my first button. This is for the second button. Before we do that, we want the buttons to be pretty, so we're gonna edit it. Maybe name it list, and the other one we're gonna name it like erase. Right? Okay, that's what we're gonna do. So this one will list everything from here, move it to here. Okay, pretty simple, right? That's what we're gonna do. So how is it gonna help you to meet your financial goal of observing what you're spending? Is like you would have a tally of what you spent, where you spent for the entire year. This can go on forever if you'd like. Yeah, it could go on forever with this. Okay, and then we could probably, create another session for how you can come up with a visual cost analytics. So you can say, which is the month that I spent the most, or which week did I spend the most, what did I spend the most on, and we can have that charted too, if you want, right? And you can compare your spending per month. You can take a look back and why did I spend that much on this month? What are the items that are included in that purchases for that month, and so on. Okay? Okay. So right now we're gonna start coding. Before we do that, I think it would be best to give you a preview of what it's gonna look like. This is the entire code, and these are just repeats. Okay, for each cell that I have, they're just repeats. Undo that. Control Z works on. Okay. So one, this is the clear button, and this is the other button, the first button that we have. This will auto-populate. So let's see if that's working. Just for simplicity, let's try to look at it this way, right? So this is my purchase. This is my so when I click here, right, have a message box there, populate here. Also, I can click here, and it populates, right? Alright, so how did I do that? This is automatic. Anytime you put this, you put a click button. Let's do that. Let's see here. On sheet 2, there is that. Okay? I don't want that. Okay. This is announcement, or sorry, declaration of variables. Why do you want to use variables? Variables can, the primary reason why you use variables is because they are variable. That means that they can change from time to time. So they can change as the code is running. That's particularly useful when you're doing something like this, when you're using a moving variable point or a variable reference or something that's moving. So for example, in this case, when I want to move down, once I put in an entry, I put in a counter that goes down with it. So let's say my counter from here is 3. After executing this code, it will execute this code will, before executing this code, that counter will receive a +1. Okay? And then it will receive a +1 also on this one, so that it does not write from here to here. Okay, I declared two counters, one for this sheet and one for this sheet. Anyway, let's go through it. You have to announce what the value of these variables are. They could start off at 0. So in this case, this counter 1 is 3 plus this. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 3 plus this value. Which means when I'm going to put this in, this counter 2, the location is I and this counter 2. I. This is I. And this counter 2. Okay, this moves down here. Which one it's going to pull up from? Or it's going to pull the information from. Okay? Now let's spell this counter 2. So it's like one for each sheet. Next is this one. What is going to change? So from this one, we have from the list counter 1, B and list counter. My list counter is 3 plus this. Running out. You can see that from here. This counter 3 plus sheet 2 range sheet 3. This. So which means when I need my reference point moves 3, which is 1, 2, 3, plus this item. Okay, sheet 2 range B and C move down with the list counter. So it moves down by 3 points. This is the initial 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so where it's first going to write. Let's do that. Why do we need something? Okay, so in this case, it's 3 plus 0. When I click plus, it happens really fast. This code will run, and my reference point where to write, the first where to write, back. Okay, so this moves down. So 3 plus 1. After that, speed is 3 plus 2. Comma set is 3 plus 4. It's 3. It's 4 and so on. Right? Now the other one, list counter 2 equals 5. 5 because this is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can check from here that is where we want to draw from, right? So the first part of this code, I'll show it to you better. The first part is called what I'm going to change and what I'm going to change it to equal. So I'm going to announce it here using a mathematical equation what it's going to be. Also, the same goes here. Okay. Some people would use a +1 here to not change the variable, but we're going to take advantage of the changing variable. And I end that condition here. You can also put an else if I wanted to, else if, alright, so that's it. So again, this is just copying this, making it here, changing this for the next entry. So I made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 entries because I have 10 places here. See? 10. Okay. And then this is the message box. I pop right up. You can change that to whatever you want. Leave the information. Just something at the top of the box. So let's run that code. This is the box. This is the VB information. And this is, just a reminder why you're tracking your spending data. And track the spending data. Change that there. Alright. And then I have it ending. That's it. It's pretty simple. It's a bit lengthy, but it's pretty simple. Okay. The last is just to clear the clear button. Okay. To run that, we can click to here, and what we'll do is we'll do this. Okay. The next button is this one. It's erase. So I put something, something, and let's say that cost $99. Okay, and then I click list. Once that's listed, okay, something here, and I can erase it. Alright. Okay. And how is that done? It's a pretty short code. You just have to let's go here. The short code is this one. This is automatic, this is automatic, just one line. It's telling your computer, okay, go to these cells and then clear its content. End of story. That's it. Okay. So we've done the coding already, and we have tested. So what we've done, we've started the coding and we have tested for functionality. Okay, and we're done. That's it. What we have done is we've come up with a way to help you save by documenting your expenses. Okay, so once you got this on track, you got an expense list. Okay, let's show you that right now. Okay. By the way, this is just a count all function, and it selected anything from here to the bottom. Okay, that's it. Okay, so thank you so much for spending your time to watch this, and have a great day. Thanks so much.